What up, peeps? Welcome back to the flip side. So, I wanted to talk about this for a long time. I'm actually a pretty big Mega Man fan myself. I've got a bunch of the games, I've played a bunch of the games, and I wanted to make a tier list for the Mega Man Robot Masters, the heart and soul of the franchise, for a long time now. So, here we are, finally. This is going to be a three-part series. For today's episode, I'm going to be going through the Robot Masters from Mega Man 1, 2, 3, and 4. I will be including the Genesis unit for this video, which is like 3 Robot Masters from Mega Man, the Wily Wars, which was basically a remake of the first 3 games. Just to let you know, for the entirety of the series, I will not be including the Mega Man killers. I will not be including, I'll not be including Quint, and I will not be including Terra or Sunstar, but I will be including the main 8 Star Droids from Mega Man World 5. Okay, I don't know what Dark Man is doing here, alright. I'm not going to be including these guys or the ones from the DOS games. I'm not be including these guys either. Or I will also not be including Fake Man, alright? I'm going to be including Mega Man and Bass though, so get ready for that. So, without further ado, let's get into the tier list. Starting off with Cutman. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be ranking them based off of, you know, their weapon or their level or anything like that. I'm ranking them off how cool they are and how much I like them and how much of a pain they are to fight. So, starting off with Cutman. Cutman, he's like the baseline. You know, he's not cool. He's not super cool, and he's also not lame. But, you know, he's one of the more notable ones. I mean, all he really does is throw his little boomerang cutter. That's what the weapon is called, his boomerang cutter, at you, like a boomerang. He goes down pretty quickly with Super Arm, Gutsman's weapon. You just gotta throw 3 bricks at him, and he's down for good. It's more fun to fight him with the Mega Buster. He's one of those that go down pretty easy with the Mega Buster. So that's about it. Cutman is he's neat. All right, Gutsman. Gutsman, he's all right. You know, I'd put him in either C tier or B tier, but I know that a lot of people like him, so I'm gonna put him in B tier along with Cutman. Gutsman, he's super big, super strong. He jumps and he shakes the ground, stunning you, and throws giant rocks at you. He goes down pretty easy with the Mega Buster. He goes down much easier, though, with the Hyper Bomb, Bomb Man's weapon. But it's more fun to fight him with the Mega Buster, and that's really about it. He shakes the ground, and he's super big, and shoots you with... he throws rocks at you. That's about it. He's got a lot of guts, I'll tell you that. Alright, Iceman. Look at this fuck. D tier. He's one of the worst. Alright, he's lame. I mean, he's a small guy and he's wearing a parka. That's it. All he does is jump up and down, shooting 3 little icicles at you. Alright, that kill you in 3 hits. So, good luck dodging that without using his weakness, which is Electman's weapon. But he's really lame. He sucks. So that's why he's going in D. Alright? His design sucks. His theme sucks. And fighting him sucks. So he's in D tier. Alright, Bomb Man. Bomb Man's pretty cool. I'll put him in B tier. You know, he just jumps around throwing bombs at you. He goes down pretty easy with the Mega Buster. It's fun to use his weakness, the fire weapon. Firestorm, that's what it's called. He's got a mohawk. That's pretty much the only thing he's got going for him. So B tier. He's like on the same level as Cutman. He's baseline. Anyway, all right, Fireman. Fireman's pretty cool. I'd put him in A tier. He spams fire at you, but he goes down pretty easily with the Mega Buster, and his weakness is, of course, the Ice Slasher, Iceman's weapon. I like his theme. I like his design. He's got a torch for a head. That's pretty much it. He adds some extra spice to the original 6. All right. All right, Electman. Electman, known for being Dr. Light's greatest invention or whatever. That's a load of bullshit because obviously Mega Man is Dr. Light's greatest creation. Yeah, greatest creation. Anyway, Electman is much faster and more powerful than the original 6. Basically, he can kill you in like 3 hits with his electric weapon. But I like his theme. I like his design, and fighting him, it's pretty challenging. But there are some Mega Buster strats. It's easier just to take him out with Cutman's weapon. But he's a pretty cool guy. That's why he's in A tier. He adds some extra spice along with Fireman. All right. Here we go with these lame-os. I'm just going to put Time Man and Oil Man in D tier because for some reason, Mega Man Powered Up wanted to add 2 more Robot Masters to the roster of Mega Man 1, which is a terrible idea considering how both of these absolutely suck. Alright, there's some weird people that like Oil Man, but I for real think Oil Man is a lame-ass motherfucker. They should have stayed with his original design with black, with a main black color, and he actually has yellow lips, but I don't know. I think this is his original design right here, which they changed it because it looked like a Robot Master doing blackface, which is a load of bullshit. Alright, so anyway, all he does is shoot oil at you that can catch fire, so that's really about it. Anyway, and then Time Man, all he does is slow down time. His head looks like a freaking alarm clock. That's really about it. I mean, they're really lame. Their designs are lame. Their levels and themes are lame. Alright, include especially Oil Man. You want to get ear raped? Go listen to Oil Man stage. Alright, anyway, Metal Man. I know a lot of people would put him in A or B, but personally, I put him in S. Alright, first of all, fighting Metal Man is a lot of fun because it's an intense battle with the Mega Buster, but also it's really funny how he goes down in 2 hits with his own weapon. Alright, his stage theme is one of the best in the series. His design is one of the best in the series. All right, that's really about it. He's got a lot more swagger than a lot of these other characters. All right, it's Metal Man. All right, just because he's one of my favorites, he goes in S tier. All right, that's really about it. All right, Airman. Airman, he really doesn't do much. I mean, he's just this big blue guy that shoots a wall of tornadoes at you, and it's really frustrating to get over that because you get hit almost every time, and that's really about it. He shoots a wall of tornadoes that pushes you back and blocks your attacks, and he jumps to the other side of the screen. That's really about it. Okay, his theme is pretty good. His design is pretty whack though. I don't know about that. All right, Bubble Man. Bubble Man. He's sort of on the same scale as Airman. His theme's pretty good, though. His design makes him look like a scuba diver, but I think that's intentional. He shoots bubbles at you and harpoons, and the fight is underwater, so it feels like you're flying all around when you're fighting him. So that's really about it. Moving on is Quickman. Quickman, he's going in A tier, alright? Supposedly, he moves at 30 miles an hour, alright? That's pretty fast. That's faster than Electman. But fighting him is a bit annoying, so use Flashman's weapon to basically stop him from moving, which makes him take damage. So basically, if he stops moving, he dies. So he basically gotta go fast. That's about it. His stage theme's alright. Anyway, Crashman. Crashman, he's one of the sucky ones. I'm gonna put him in C tier. All right, Crashman, he's lame. All he does is walk near you, and as soon as you attack him, he jumps and places a bomb below you. That's it. All right, you can take him out with the Mega Buster, but it's a long and arduous task with doing the same pattern over and over and over. All right. He goes down very slowly with the Mega Buster, so just use Airman's weapon. Alright, that's about it. His stage theme sucks. Okay? Alright, Flashman with that groovy intro to his theme. He sucks. Alright, Flashman sucks. Alright, I'm putting him in D tier because all he does is walk around, bump into you, occasionally freeze time, and bullet barrage you. That's it. Alright, his design is nothing short of bland. Alright, it's just blue. He's bald. So, I mean, even Bombman has his lame ass mohawk, but he still looks cooler than Flashman here. So that's about it. His stage theme, it's alright. He's got a groovy ass intro to it though, so that adds a little bit of extra spice to Flashman, but that's really about it. Alright, Heatman. I like Heatman, okay? Heatman is pretty cool, even though he looks like a giant lighter. Basically, he's a small guy, he shoots flames at you, and then he rockets toward you. Okay? He rockets towards you in a big rocket flame looking thing. Alright? That's pretty cool. Also, his weapon that you get after, it's, and I'm not making an exception here, but I am going to say that Heatman is unique because his weapon that you get is the very first chargeable weapon in the Mega Man franchise. Alright, it's the first one you can charge up. So, that's about it. And it kills Woodman in 2 hits. Speaking of Woodman, Woodman's pretty cool. I'm going to put him in B tier. His design, it's alright. Fighting him, he goes down actually pretty easy with the Mega Buster. All you gotta do is wait for him to shoot his leaf shield at you, and then you just wait for the leaves to fall and blast him. That's really about it. He goes down in 2 hits with a charged up Heatman weapon. That's really about it. So, moving on to Mega Man 3. Alright, Mega Man 3, Needleman. Needleman, he's pretty lame, alright? His design is pretty funky. He's got a pretty cool theme, and I'm only talking about the first 15 seconds, alright? Because other than that, his theme sucks, alright? I mean, it doesn't suck, it's just mid. Anyway, there's a couple seconds of standoff between you and Mega Man if you don't make a between Needleman and you if you don't make a move. So other than that, he'll just jump around and needle barrage you and headbutt you with his little spiky hair here. So that's really about it. That's Needleman. Alright, Magnet Man. I like Magnet Man. I'm going to put him in B tier. Basically, he jumps around. He shoots magnet missiles at you that, you know, you can direct them. They can go up and then across, or, you know, across and down, or whatever. And then he jumps to the other side of the screen at some point and draws you toward him with magnetism to try and do damage. That's really about it. His design's pretty cool. I like his red color with the magnet on his head. He looks cool. I like when a lot of them wear the mask too, like Metal Man and Fireman, and Bubble Man here, and of course Magnet Man. All right, so moving on, Gemini Man. I like Gemini Man. Okay, he's like the first one to clone himself. All right, that's something very unique about Gemini Man. He clones himself for half of the fight, and then he jumps around and shoots a Gemini laser at you. I like his design. You know, his stage is very crystalline. You know, I like his sort of blue crystalline design, and that's really about it. He's a pretty unique robot master, and I like him a lot. His stage theme, though, sucks. So moving on, Hardman. Hardman's pretty lame. Okay, he's this big fat dude with a lame ass name. I mean, Hardman. Can they come up with a better name for him? All right. I mean, he kind of looks like a sumo wrestler. I don't know. That's just the vibes that he gives off to me. Basically, he shoots his fists at you, and then dive bombs you and stuns. He basically stuns the entire room. So that's really about it. Rinse and repeat. So, I mean, Fistman or Knockman would have been a better, or Knuckleman would have been a better name for him, but it is what it is. All right, Top Man, super fucking lame. The only thing he has going for him is a stage theme, which absolutely rocks. All right, it's one of the best Robot Master themes in the series. Basically, all he does is throw tops at you and charge you with a spin attack. That's it. He goes down really easy with the Mega Buster, especially with his weakness, Hardman's weapon, the Hard Knuckle. All right, Snake Man. Snake Man, I'm gonna put in B tier. He's cool, but he's not cool enough that he has any sort of uniqueness to him. Alright, so Snake Man, he's got that cool little snake helmet with the tail in the back of him. Basically, he shoots snakes at you and jumps around. That's it. Alright, his theme is pretty nice, but other than that, that's all there is to him. Alright, Sparkman. Sparkman, he's got a cool theme, although he is pretty lame. I don't really like his design. Where are his hands at? What is this on his head? All right. Basically he jumps around and shoots sparks in a circular direction, and then shoots one big one, and then jumps to the other side of the stage. That's it. So Sparkman goes in C tier. End discussion. All right. Shadow Man, I'm gonna put in S tier. All right. He's almost as cool as Metal Man, except he's not. Alright, so supposedly Shadow Man has no origin, but he crashed down from space. So I have a theory that Shadow Man is a star droid. Alright, he crashed onto Earth. He's not from Earth, apparently, and we know that there's robots similar to the Robot Masters in space somewhere. There's a civilization of star droids or something like that, because of what's his name? This guy right here. I forgot his name. But he says, "I got to go back. My people need me." So he leaves and goes back to wherever he came from. But basically, Shadow Man, he moves around like Metal Man and Elect Man. He's very fast, and he's very difficult to take out with the Mega Buster. I like his weapon. All right, he's got some ninja stars, and he jumps around and slides around, but he goes down really easily with the top spin, which does a random amount of damage. All right, you got to get the timing right, otherwise, I mean, this weapon is a piece of shit. All right, the top spin. What is it with Mega Man games and inconvenient boss weaknesses? I mean, seriously, you got Dive Man here. using his weakness, the skull barrier, against him is totally inconvenient. All right. Using Charge Man's weapon against Wave Man, all right, it sucks. Okay, it sucks. Also, the plant barrier against Tomahawk Man is garbage. And yeah, that's about it. I'd say a lot of the shield weapons in Mega Man games are absolutely dog water. Alright, dog water. Alright, because also using Jewel Man's weapon against Plug Man, what the hell? Like, I don't think Capcom knows how to implement shield weapons. So, that's really about it. Shadow Man is super cool, and he's the most unique robot master in this series so far. So, without further ado, let's go over the where did I put the Genesis unit? Where did I put the Genesis unit at? Let me pause real quick. All right, starting with the worst of the Genesis unit, we have Hyperstorm H. All right. He would go in D tier, but he is going to go in C tier. All right. His design sucks. And what is unique about Hyperstorm H, among all of the other robots here, is that he has 2 health bars. All right. You think he had 1 health bar? No. He has 2 full health bars. All right. Basically, what he does is jump around, shake the stage, and he spawns Metals. You got to take those out, and then you gotta worry about him sucking you in, trying to take damage from you by having you run into him. So he's another one of those sucky ones. You know, he really likes to suck air. A lot of these guys really like to suck air. All right. So next we have Waterstorm. No, not Waterstorm. Mega Water S. He's pretty. He's all right. You know. Basically, what he does is he just shoots water at you, and he has a water shield that he uses. Okay, that's really about it. He goes down really easily with the Mega Buster. All right. So, I mean, he's still cool. He's got a water shield, and he's got a unique design. The Genesis unit has unique designs, okay? Alright. Anyway, moving on to the best of the Genesis unit. We have... Fuck, I forgot. I forgot his name. His name is Buster Rod G. I completely forgot. It took me 5 seconds to remember. Buster Rod G, because he's got a rod here. Anyway, he's based off of some other character from whatever it is. But what makes him unique is that you fight him, right? He clones himself at some point. It's not really too significant. He's got a staff that can elongate and stab you. Okay, but and he also spins his little staff that deflects your bullets. But the cool thing about Buster Rod G is that when he's finally down, he doesn't die like the rest of the Robot Masters. He basically gives off a sign that he's defeated, and then he teleports away. Where does he go? I don't know. I'd like to see him in a future installment of Mega Man, but that's really about it. Buster Rod G, he's pretty cool. All right. So we got Fireman here. All right, and Elect Man and Quick Man, and Heat Man and Gemini Man, who can duplicate himself. Heat Man has the first chargeable weapon, and this guy, he teleports away and doesn't really get defeated. All right, Elect Man, he's like Dr. Wily's quote-unquote greatest creation, and Fireman, who's just better than the rest of these guys. So that's A tier is basically the list of unique robot masters that the rest of them just don't have. Besides Hyperstorm H, because the only thing he has going for him is the extra health bar. That's it. Otherwise, he's just fat pig. All right, he's just round blue fat pig. All right. So anyway, moving on. Finally to Mega Man 4, we've got Brightman. Brightman, he would go in D tier, but he's got a few things going for him. Other than that, he's lame as hell. I do like his stage theme. All right, his stage theme is pretty cool. Anyway, fighting Brightman is interesting because it's almost like a race against time. All right, you have to kill him before he inevitably kills you. All right, his weakness is the Toad. The Toad Rain. I forget what it's called. Is it called like the Toad Rain? But anyway, it's a screen nuke. All right, you got to screen nuke the stage before Brightman screen nukes you to oblivion. All right, basically he'll flash his little light on his head and freeze you, and he'll definitely hit you. He'll definitely hit you, but it may take him one try, it may take him another try. So he basically just drags it out, and he's really annoying to fight. So that's really about it. Brightman, you suck. All right. The only reason he's in C tier is because it's a race against time. I like his fight. That's basically all he has going for him. Other than that, this guy sucks. All right. Alright, so Toadman. Toadman, you're absolutely dog water, alright? He's got a frog. Basically, they got his design pretty accurate, alright? He's a toad. Basically, he jumps around and screen nukes you, but he goes down super duper easy because all you gotta do is shoot him once and he'll jump behind you, and then shoot him again, he'll jump behind you, and he won't even screen nuke the stage, alright? You don't want him to screen nuke the stage because it'll do a lot of damage. But other than that, this guy is super duper lame. Like, super duper lame. His theme is mid as hell. Alright? But anyway, moving on to Drill Man. I don't really like Drill Man. I really don't like Drill Man that much. Alright? His stage theme sucks. Where are his hands at? Alright? He's got drills for hands. What's up with that? Okay? I don't really like that. Basically, he's so fucking stupid to fight, alright? Stupid. Basically, he'll drag out the fight by drilling under you, and he'll try to pop up at you at some point, and then he'll absolutely barrage you with drill bombs, alright? You gotta use his weakness to fight him, alright? Other than that, you're dying a few times, okay? So, that's really about it. Drill Man, super fucking annoying to fight. Alright, here we go. The GOAT. One of the GOATs. Pharaoh Man. Alright? I don't care what you say. Pharaoh Man deserves to go in S tier. He's got one of the coolest designs in the entire series. He's got a pretty alright stage theme, by the way. And he's a pharaoh. Okay? His design is a pharaoh. Basically he's really difficult to fight. Alright? He moves like Shadow Man. All right, he's got that annoying fast movement. All right, he moves like Shadow Man and Quick Man. He'll barrage you with his sand weapon. All right, there is a strat to beat him, but I could never beat him with the Mega Buster. Basically, all you got to do is wait for him to get into the right position, time freeze him, and then just absolutely bullet barrage him. That's really about it. He goes down like a chump, but he's still really cool, alright? Metal Man goes down like a chump, Shadow Man goes down like a chump, and so does Pharaoh Man, but that doesn't take away that they're absolutely one of the best robot masters in the series. Okay? That's about it. Alright, Ringman. Ringman, you're fucking lame, alright? He's one of those fast ones, but I mean, what is his design? I mean, he's got a ring on his head. I really don't like the the sort of orangey red design with the yellow. And why is he throwing a ring around? Like, it doesn't even look sharp. It's just a ring. What, like, is there some sort of historical significance to this? Like, did ancient people used to fight with rings? Like, was there some civilization where people fought each other with rings? Other than that, I really don't get it. All right? He's lame. He throws a ring at you. I mean, what the heck is up with that? It's a ring. All right? It's like a ring boomerang. And his theme sucks. Anyway, Dustman. I don't really like Dustman. I know JD Breezy's gonna get pissed at me, but Dustman sucks. Okay, he sucks. His design. He's got a trash vent on his head, and his face is super small, and he's this big blue clunky dude. The only thing he has going for him is his stage theme. All right, his stage theme is it hits, okay, but it's not one of the best themes, but it's still pretty good. All he does is jump around and shoot trash at you, and then he's another one of those air suckers. He sucks in the air trying to pull you towards him. All right, he's another one of those that drag out the fight. So that the only good thing about him is his theme and his weakness, all right, because it's really easy to use against Skullman. All right, here we go with Dive Man. Dive Man, I like Dive Man, okay? It's another underwater fight, but he charges at you, he shoots missiles, he shoots homing missiles at you, all right? The only thing that kind of sucks is that using his weakness against him is really inconvenient. But he's got one of the best stage themes in the series, in my opinion, I think. And that's really about it. He looks cool, all right? He looks like a submarine. He kind of looks like a submarine for some reason. He's got the sort of telescope thing on his head. So I like his design. So that's really about it. Dive Man, he's pretty neat. All right, Skullman. I would honestly I would put Skullman in S, but I am going to put him in A tier. All right, Skullman's pretty cool, except for the fact that he's not as cool as Pharaoh Man. All right, his theme's pretty good, but it's not as good as Pharaoh Man's. His weapon is a shitty ass shield weapon. All right, even the Leaf Shield was more useful in Mega Man 2. All right, he's got one of the worst shield weapons in the game, but I really like his design. Fighting him is pretty neat, alright, because he's like Needleman. He does a standoff with Mega Man for a few seconds, and then he attacks you. Alright, he bullet barrages you, and then he drags out the fight by standing there with his skull shield. I like the design of like a ghostly looking skull shield, alright? I like Skullman's concept. Alright, he's got a really cool concept to him. He's like bottom of the barrel A tier, but that's really about it. So, that about wraps up this episode. Alright, this is part 1 of the Mega Man Robot Masters tier list. If we were to keep going and going to the end, this video would be about a couple hours. So, without further ado, look forward to part 2, where we will be going over the Star Droids, Mega Man 5, Mega Man 6, and Mega Man 7. So, without further ado, I'll see you all next week, back on the flip side. Oh, and I am aware of the stuttering that I'm doing, okay? For some reason, I'm not really the best at turning my thoughts into words, alright? Sometimes I am stuttering. Sometimes I'd be like, yeah, and okay, I know. I'm aware of that, alright? And I'm actively trying not to say, all the time, and, alright? I'm aware. So, just letting you know. So, that's really about it. See you next week, back on the flip side. Peace out.